The following contest scheduled for one fall is to determine the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, certified Luke Kurtis!
Luke Kurtis, a man who's pulled a complete 180 with this OVW audience. They used to detest this man, used to boo him out of the building. Now, they love him.
And my heart breaks for it. He used to be one of the greatest, now looking to accomplish something new here in OVW and doing it starting here tonight against Shotgun Tony Gunn.
Shotgun Tony Gunn!
And his opponent, from Jonesboro, Arkansas, he is the Arkansas Roughneck, Shotgun Tony Gunn!
Brian, this man is fighting for something beyond himself now. The gravity of this match, the gravity of Shotgun Tony Gunn's future in OVW is on the balance here tonight.
Absolutely right. See, when you look at Tony Gunn, he is a 3-time OVW heavyweight champion, and each of those wins was for him. And now, Steve, you're absolutely right. Tony Gunn fighting for that 4th OVW heavyweight championship run. With that baby girl at home, fighting for her now, fighting for that championship because he knows that OVW Heavyweight Championship, Steve, it is a front seat, a front of the line step to that OVW National Heavyweight Championship. So Jack Vaughn, EC3, got to be watching this very, very closely.
And you know that Luke Kurtis is kicking himself. Time and time again, he was this close to becoming the NWA Heavyweight Champion if he hadn't just lifted his shoulder right there at the last second. So now looking to get back on track for championship gold in this match here tonight.
And not only that, Steve, when you look at Luke Kurtis, a man who's been in the main event so many times, knows the pressure under these beautiful DC Productions lights, knows what it's like to be under that pressure cooker in an OVW main event, but never actually gets to be the guy. Luke Kurtis wants to be the guy. He wants to be at the top of that ladder. He wants to not only win this, go challenge Jack Vaughn, win that heavyweight championship, then he wants to take it to EC3 and prove he can be over the overman.
Brother, I'll tell you what, between those ears, he knows whether or not anybody agrees with him or not. He knows that he's the guy. He just needs to prove it as much to the OVW faithful as to himself.
Oh, look at that. Proving it to Tony Gunn right there, kipping up out of that side headlock.
You're seeing a little bit more athleticism out of Luke Kurtis as of late.
You're seeing Tony Gunn almost recalculating there, realizing, okay, I'm going to have to take a new approach with this guy. Calling up both sides, a bit aggressive here. And see both these men coming out last week and staking their claims, saying they want to be the #1 contender. One shot Jack Vaughn's OVW Heavyweight Championship. Not only did Jack Vaughn come out here, ooh, here we go, shoulder block. 1 count. Not only did Jack Vaughn come out to address it, Steve, but so did EC3, which should tell you the level that both these men are at. That even the thought of a sniffing around EC3's championship, he felt obligated to come out and address it.
Both of these men are very near, if not at, the very top here in OVW. Yes, both of them very much deserve the opportunity. It's a matter of who's going to be able to pull it out in the end, who's going to be able to do what it takes to win this match.
There we go. Look at the aggression in these men, Steve, and the frustration boiling over, the emotion coming out of both men.
See, and this is something that frustrates me, Brian, because I know that the old Luke Kurtis would have done literally anything that it took to win that championship, but now that he's got the OVW faithful behind him, I mean, he's going to just take things out of his playbook that could have ensured him championship gold.
Well, see, oh, I told you, Luke Kurtis looking to be the guy, looking to be OVW's main guy. And I guess he knows doing that, you have to do it the right way for anyone to give you the kind of respect he's looking for. He doesn't want to be just the guy with an asterisk. Luke Curtis wants to be looked at as the best. Oh, right now taking down Tony Gunn, and a win over Tony Gunn would be a long way into proving he's exactly that.
This match has been a stalemate up to this point. Back and forth as even could be. And you have a feeling, guys, that we're going to be in for a long night. Guys, there's only one guy. I'm going to say guy.
Tony Gunn and Luke Curtis both look like they're settling in for a long night here.
Well, both of them are smart. They're not going to go into this without a level head, especially with everything that Tony's fighting for now.
And again, both these guys have been at the top of the card. They've been in the main event so many times. Oh, look at this. A little bit of mat wrestling here, a little bit of one-upsmanship, a little bit of finesse.
And you know that it's only going to be a matter of time before the wrestling will only get you so far. They hope that it will take them to a win, but when it doesn't, when the wrestling no longer can do it, which one of them is going to be able to resort to that something more? And you know what I mean by that. That's something more. Now all the way to the outside.
Look at that. Rolling all the way to the outside. These guys not giving each other an inch to breathe. Keeping the pressure cranked up to 10.
Tony just smothering Luke Curtis. Forearms there to the face, trying to disrupt the breathing. These guys are dead even so far. Referee trying to get them apart.
Look at this. Emotions boiling over. Luke Curtis saying, what's your problem?
There we go. Now that's what I'm looking forward to.
Things are getting serious here, Steve. I mean, it's serious to begin with. Number one contendership on the line for the OVW Heavyweight Championship, sure. But it's looking like it's getting a little bit personal, a little bit, animosity beyond the professional, if you will.
And that's great. You love to see it. With everything on the line like this, that's what you need to see out of these two. Now it becomes a matter of who's going to take it to that next step.
Steve, you're absolutely right. I think it becomes that understanding. For those watching at home, why these guys fight. Again, Tony Gunn fighting for his newly formed family at home. Luke Curtis wants to be the guy, wants to be in the position that Tony Gunn has been in before. And you're seeing that frustration, that emotion boil out of these men. And you're seeing their motivations like almost come to their skin.
Tony Gunn, now a multiple-time champion, has been at the top of the ladder here in OVW for a long time. The spotlight not going to affect him as much as Luke Curtis, but Luke Curtis has been a main event talent here almost his entire time since coming to OVW.
And there's that old adage of protecting your spot you got to think about as well, Steve. You got to think Tony Gunn, very aware that he's been here a while, and Luke Curtis might be looking to take the prestige that Tony Gunn's career has been afforded here.
At the end of the day, you can only have one top guy. You can talk about all the great talent you have, but you can only have one top guy. These guys looking to make themselves that here, and it starts tonight.
Backs him down into the corner. And see, you haven't really seen a lot of high-impact offense, which both these guys are known for. It's been very much a very step-by-step strategic approach. Ooh, from both men.
Pun totally intended. These guys usually come in guns blazing. But this match has, again, the extra gravitas. My goodness, Luke Curtis just flew. The extra gravitas. Both of these men know how good the other one is.
Luke Curtis getting out of dodge there. Tony Gunn feeling the fire burn inside of him. Both men know the stakes at play here, Steve.
Tony. Everybody knows what Tony's fighting for, including Luke Curtis. And Luke Curtis doing the smart thing here, staying on the outside of the ring, catching his breath. He's got a full 10 count.
Luke Curtis looking to get back into this, utilizing that entire 9 count there, Steve. Getting some breathing room. Maybe trying to re-strategize. Maybe trying to figure out how he's going to approach Tony Gunn.
Number 1 contenders match for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Tony Gunn. Tony Gunn, the new father, versus Luke Curtis.
Here's the thing. Tony Gunn usually has been historically laser focused. Look at that. Oh, goes for the kill shot. Luke Curtis rolling out of the way. Tony Gunn saying that close. So he almost had him.
And you know that very well. When he hits that kill shot, it is over. I don't care who you are. He's knocked out the biggest and strongest men in all of professional wrestling with that very move.
Luke Curtis, it's such a great counter wrestler, knows how to utilize that speed game of his. And see, the thing is with Tony Gunn, what I'm saying, normally so laser focused, a one thought kind of guy when he gets in the ring. But now he got that baby girl at home. Does he think about those risks a little bit more now? Does he think about that loss and what it can mean for his family now?
He very well could.
But does
what is this?
Looking for a stretch muffler here. Are you kidding me? Tony Gunn taking Luke Curtis to the shop.
Oh, look at the damage that it's doing to the knee. The leg, oh my God, it's not supposed to bend like that.
And we know just a few weeks ago, Luke Kurtis having terrible issues with that knee. Tony Gunn exploiting it.
Luke Kurtis is full body weight. No, I thought he had a pin there.
Desperation maneuver from Luke Kurtis, able to get a little bit of distance, a little bit of reprieve, but look at that, Tony Gunn right back.
But how much damage was done? My God, the way that his leg was contorted.
Again, in the corner, Tony using those ropes for extra levers to dig in the pain on that knee.
Ooh. Now Tony may be looking to systematically tear apart the certified one on his way to championship gold once again.
Luke Kurtis gonna have to find a way back into this, or Tony Gunn might just find a way to keep Luke Kurtis grounded and pick up the win.
Now the old Luke Kurtis would have done the smart thing. He would have went for an eye rake. He would have went for a groin kick. There were avenues, and now Tony Gunn, look what he's doing. Grinding his knuckles into the knee that's being stretched.
And look at the seriousness, that desperation on Luke Kurtis' face, Steve. You're seeing that grit, that will to survive. Oh, God, that knee again driven into the mat. Tony Gunn, Steve, he might have picked his appendage.
Hey, he found it. It was just so happened to be. That knee, all he needed was one move to get it started, and now Luke Kurtis.
That's the thing, if he can take out Luke Kurtis' mobility, his agility, he might not be able to dodge that next kill shot attempt.
That's the thing, Luke Kurtis is still a very, very versatile professional wrestler, and he can get you from any number of ways. He can do mat-based, he can do high flying, but without a leg, a lot of his wrestling is going to be limited.
Tony Gunn now in firm control of Luke Kurtis. Kurtis got to find a way to fight back into this, or Steve, he might just be looking at his opportunity at the OVW Heavyweight Championship dwindle away. Oh, Tony Gunn outsmarted there by Luke Kurtis, deep arm drag.
And you notice the little things. Tony Gunn is good about the little things inside of the ring. Takes that extra second to lean on his opponent before shooting him off for an Irish whip. Just that little bit to disrupt the breathing. Do what you can. Press up against the man.
Hey, Steve, you know what they say about little things in wrestling. If you watch the nickels and dimes, the dollars will watch themselves. And Tony Gunn made a career of doing just that.
But Luke Kurtis, no slouch himself, with the armbar here locked in. And I don't know if the camera, I know that he had surgery on a trapezius. I don't remember which side it was on.
It's that arm that Luke Kurtis has a hold of.
Well, there we go. See, the camera makes it backwards.
I'm not gonna say
I'm already backwards.
I'm not going to say very often. Good observation. Look at that. Luke Kurtis going for that crossface. We've seen him win championships with that maneuver. Tony Gunn had it scouted. Big Irish whip there, Luke Kurtis. Oh, but look at that, nobody home. Tony Gunn able to slip out of the way, but look at the welts on Tony Gunn's back forming, Steve. That shows you the war this has been. Oh, big flying knee.
And this war may soon come to an end. Luke Kurtis just got knocked loopy. Is he going to be able to even get up, let alone do anything beyond this?
And here's the thing, Steve. As much as Tony Gunn was taking out that knee of Luke Kurtis, look at now Tony Gunn favoring that left arm. That kill shot might be in question. Look at that. Shot to the back hurt Tony Gunn's left arm. That kill shot may be a non-factor now.
He needs to be ambidextrous like Hideo Nomo. Use both arms, Tony.
Oh, hold on, Tony Gunn got Luke Kurtis up. Precarious situation from Certified. Oh, goes for the TKO. Oh, ducks under, hits a big neck breaker. Tony Gunn might have it right here.
Is this going to be it? One. No. Luke Kurtis somehow finds a way to kick out.
Referee Shane Chess, I think he was even surprised he didn't go down for 3 on that one.
This has been a hell of a match so far. And right now, Tony is in control, but you know you can't count out Luke Kurtis. Now, again, if only he would resort to how he was, I feel like this match would be over.
And look at that, you guys, you missed it off camera a second ago. Tony Gunn wiggling those fingers, trying to get some feeling back into him. Now you're seeing it. That left arm might be in some serious trouble.
There's no might be. You can tell by the way that it's affected him in this match. There is something wrong with it.
Oh, hold on, Tony Gunn might be looking for that reverse DDT. Oh, Kurtis rolls through, rolls him up. Two on the schoolboy. Oh, Luke Kurtis got him up. Oh, Death Valley driver. 2.5. Look at that. Look at the counter from Luke Kurtis right into the crossface.
Brilliant counter wrestling there. Luke Kurtis now has Tony Gunn locked up. He's got his sink under the chin. Is Tony going to tap?
Blink and you'll miss it. Counter maneuver. Look at Tony Gunn rolls him up though. Luke Kurtis got to release the pressure.
He was dead center of the ring. He was not going to be able to get to the ropes.
Luke Curtis saying, I'm taking out the trash this time. Oh, Tony Gunn turns it around.
Tony reversed it, and now Luke Curtis. Once Tony got in mind, that arm, how much damage has been done.
You see him again going right back to that arm. Both these men, you see the gas is running on empty. It's so worn out. Goes for it all, nobody home. Double cross body, both men, same idea.
Whatever gas these guys get, these guys had just left them.
Both men colliding into each other with cross bodies. I guess that's the old adage of great minds think alike.
Both men down. Are they going to be able to answer the 10 count? What happens, Brian, if this match ends in a draw? Who's going to be the #1 contender?
You got to think EC3, Jack Vaughn somewhere asking that very same question, Steve.
You know they got to be rooting for a draw. That would really work best for both of these men. Have neither of the men challenge for the championship. And Jack Vaughn and EC3 can ride off into the sunset.
Or both of them.
Well, no, that doesn't even make sense.
Right now.
They both lose. Whatever. They both lose when they get a chance at the champions.
Well, right now, neither man trying to lose as Tony Gunn and Luke Curtis both trying to wake it back to their feet. But so much has been taken out of both men. Both just giving 110%. Oh, look at that. Tony Gunn sidestepping Luke Curtis and spears him to the outside. Wow. Both men careening to the outside. Hit that apron hard on the way out. Tony Gunn in trouble, Luke Curtis as well. But Stevie, you got to think both men, it might do them well just to take the whole 9 count, get a little rest, get some deep breaths in there.
I mean, it would be a smart thing as a professional wrestler, but now Tony Gunn already back in the ring. Luke Curtis wrestling smart out here, but he's got very little time left. You lose by count out, it's the same as losing by pin. The very last second he gets in.
Curtis, so much damage, Steve. That knee has to be in so much pain. Tony Gunn, look at Tony Gunn face down on the mat. This has been an absolute battle between these two.
Both of these men have been through absolute hell to find out who will be the next #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
You're absolutely right, and it might just come down to who can get to their feet first. Blows being exchanged back and forth here. Luke Curtis, Tony Gunn, giving it everything they've gotten, then some, putting their heart on display here tonight.
I'm giving it a whole hell of a lot more. These men have been through it, and they are not stopping.
Look at this, back on their feet and still throwing shots. Oh, there you go. Are you happy now?
I am thrilled.
But look at the Tony Gunn turning around immediately, though. Might be looking for that TKO.
Is that going to be enough? By God, it looks like it.
Gunn rolling him over. Can he get him right here? Got the leg hooked. Again, 2.99. Tony Gunn so close.
Tony wasn't able to, didn't know what he was going to be able to get out of the kill shot, so went for the TKO instead, but it wasn't enough. He's going to have to rely on that kill shot, but with all the damage done to his arm, Brian, how effective will it be?
And that's the thing. Tony Gunn's been in the business a long time. There's no shortage of ways he can put you away. But that kill shot is the most out of nowhere. It's the most from the hip maneuver he's got that can put you down and keep you down.
It's put down many champions in the past, made him a 4-time former OVW heavyweight champion, and he would love to have a 5th on his mantle.
Ducks under Luke Curtis, pump handle slam, dropping Tony Gunn, the knee's exposed, looking for that certifier knee, Steve.
Tony had it scouted once before, will he have it scouted this time?
Oh, Tony caught certifier mid-air there. Thought he was gonna go for an atomic drop, but he backs Luke Curtis down into the corner now, shoving those shoulders deep into the waist of Luke Curtis. Tony thinking something big here. Luke Curtis up on that top turnbuckle, very precarious situation.
Luke Curtis does not want to be up there right now, but doing what he can to try to fight with what he's got left. Headbutts, though, doing big damage to himself with these. But it was enough to get Tony off the top rope.
Creates a little distance. Tony Gunn dropped middle of the ring.
Trying to wake himself up there.
Luke Kurtis, Steve, he might be looking for that diving headbutt. Kurtis going for it all. Seen, I'm certified. Gets over. Look at
what? Tony caught him.
Up like a shot. Tony Gunn feeling it now.
There it is. Tony Gunn fighting for everything. Fighting for the OVW Heavyweight Championship one more time.
The emotions absolutely pouring out of Tony Gunn right now, Steve. Fighting for that family at home, fighting for that 4th championship. Going for that. Look at that, Luke Kurtis pulling the referee the way I think he sensed Tony Gunn peripherally go for that kill shot. What the hell? Well, Jack Vaughn out here just pulling Tony Gunn out of the ring.
Why did Tony jump out of the ring after Jack Vaughn?
Oh, come on. Jack Vaughn, I think he's going for Luke Kurtis. Tony Gunn dropping Jack Vaughn. Dropped him with the left hand. He got enough in the southpaw to drop Jack Vaughn. Luke Kurtis up and over. What?
Oh, my God.
Luke Kurtis up and over. I don't believe it. Willing to do whatever. Jack Vaughn,
the ref never saw Jack Vaughn.
Luke Kurtis going hell for leather there. Clearing that top rope, showing you he's willing to do whatever it takes.
We're at 7.
Referee counting down here up to 8. Tony and Luke trying to stop each other from getting in. Oh, hold on. Look at that Jack Vaughn. Jack Vaughn's got their feet. The referee didn't see a damn thing. The ref couldn't see Jack and he's hiding under the ring.
What happened? I missed it.
Oh, come on. Not like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, our official has declared this match a double countout.
Are you kidding me?
Well, Jack Vaughn may have made it just come true what I talked about earlier. Will we have a #1 contender?
No, Jack Vaughn had it. Jack Vaughn had the great idea the entire time. Jack Vaughn, I swear, not only are you tall, but you're smart. Each and every day you become more over man than I can even imagine. And I'm sorry, Luke. I'm sorry, Tony, but better luck next time. Overman wins again. Overman wins again. Overman wins again. The Overman wins again. Yeah. Soaking it.
I kind of see just exactly what's going on here between you two. EC3, the Overman, because you're Overman. And the veteran, Jack Vaughn, we meet again, don't we? Love the mustache game there, Jack.
Good stash.
Someday you'll finally achieve the prowess of Oxbaker. So what I'm going to do is, since you guys have such a vested interest in Tony Gunn and Luke Kurtis's aspirations to get that OVW heavyweight title, I'm going to make a match for March 16th at March Mayhem. It'll be Luke Kurtis and Tony Gunn versus Jack Vaughn and EC3. Now, hold on.
Sold.
Let's
Okay.
make it a little more interesting. What do you think, guys?
No.
Right? Let's make it a little spicy. Let's put a little spice in it.
No, nobody
If
likes
Luke
spicy.
Kurtis or Tony Gunn beat you, Jack Vaughn, they become the OVW heavyweight champion. And if Luke Kurtis or Tony Gunn beat you, EC3, they become the national champion. Good luck, boys. We'll see you at March Mayhem on March 16th.